After signing for just €12 million, Nordi Mukiele has become an integral part of Sunderland's tactics under Regis Le Bris this season. In this video, we're going to understand just how the French defender has stopped so many of the most effective Premier League strikers and so far put Sunderland in a remarkable position to avoid relegation. Hello and welcome back to the Total Football Analysis YouTube channel. My name's Jack Ward, where twice a week we're going to be taking a deep dive into the tactics that make the beautiful game so brilliant. Let's go. Regis Le Bris has already set up Sunderland in a variety of formations so far this season. In the Championship, it was primarily a back four, but this season, Regis Le Bris has shown a willingness to move to a back five, just like they did against Chelsea in their 2-1 win at Stamford Bridge just last weekend. And while our friend Nordi Mukiele fits perfectly in both of those systems, he can comfortably play as a right centre-back in any formation and as a right-back in a back four. Mukiele's 10.36 defensive actions per 90 ranks him second for that particular metric among all other right-sided centre-backs in the Premier League so far this season. He's also got the best defensive duel success rate of any centre-back in the league with a remarkable 84.09%, which is even more impressive when I tell you he's engaged in the 5th most defensive duels in the league anyway. The key to Mukiele's defensive duel success rate is his brilliance in anticipation and awareness. By being strong in both, it enables him to engage attackers quickly and successfully. And this is a perfect example of what we've just spoken about. We see Manchester United's Luke Shaw on the ball here, and he's looking to play a progressive pass through the middle of the pitch into his teammate Mason Mount, who's tucked into this half space. But look who's lurking behind him. It's Nordi Mukiele of Sunderland. And what he does brilliantly here is closes the distance. And by our second screenshot, before the ball has even reached Mason Mount, he's pouncing on that potential pass. He enters the tackle with total authority, trusting his abilities to win the ball and regain possession. And by the third screenshot, you can see he makes that challenge. Let's get a good magnify on that. You can see clean as you like. Final screenshot here. Wins the ball and then can play it to a Sunderland teammate. Mukiele is excellent at spotting threatening passing lanes and closing them down, which is exactly what he does here. Now, we all know that Mateta has been one of the Premier League's most threatening strikers so far this season, but against Sunderland, he came unstuck, and that's thanks to the pivotal work of Nordi Mukiele. In this first screenshot here, you can see on the ball is Will Hughes, the Crystal Palace central midfielder, and he's looking to play a pass into Mateta, who is the focal point of Crystal Palace. There's nothing different about that. But once again, Mukiele spots this threatening passing lane that I've just illustrated for you on the screen. He does it quickly and gets in position to move the danger effectively. You can see, again, closing that distance, making it really, really difficult for Mateta to do anything when he receives the ball straight up his back. And you can see in this next screenshot here, the ball is played straight onto Mateta. And by our final screenshot, he's got in front of his man and he's dispossessed the striker. Now, Mateta is a physical forward, but that's no problem for Mukiele, as the Sunderland defender is more than happy to compete physically with the best of them, and so frequently manages to get in front of the man, winning the engagement and disposing of any threat. Now, it's not just on the ground where Mukiele is thriving in the Premier League this season. He's a big boy, and so aerially, he's playing his part too. The defender has engaged in a slightly above average number of aerial duels per 90 compared to other Premier League defenders, winning the 7th most with a fantastic percentage of 65.79%. And just like with his duels on the deck, anticipation and physical strength are key components in the defender's successful aerial duel preparation. Take a look at this. In this example, Wolves' Strand Larsen is the target of a long ball, and Mukiele, well, he makes the brave but proactive decision to step out of the back line to win the battle with the Norwegian target man. You can see it here. It's an aggressive duel that's about to take place, and the ball, well, is still in the air, but he's done all of that aerial duel preparation, and that preparation is key. He's never late to an aerial battle. You can see by our next screenshot here, the ball is now about to land in the area where this duel is about to take place. And I mean, look at the lunge and the leap on that. What he tries to do is keep one foot at least somewhat in the front of the other. Knees are always bent, and intelligently uses his body for leverage, all doing that while still avoiding a foul. These key principles that Mukiele uses in pretty much every aerial duel he attempts helps the defender dominate in the air against strong, bullish targetmen. And we're about to speak about another target man. And I'd say probably the first name you think of when I say the word target man in the Premier League. That's Chris Wood. Take a look at this example here. So the ball has been fired long from Nottingham Forest and they're aiming for Chris Wood. Mukiele holds his ground perfectly here and even manages to throw Chris Wood off balance himself. And as we move on to our next screenshot, you can see very, very clearly Chris Wood is almost falling forward because of that brutal strength that Mukiele has. The ball almost hits off his back, and by the final screenshot here, he wins that engagement and passes it to a teammate. He does all of that without winning a foul once again, and what could have been a very dangerous long ball that Chris Wood and Nottingham Forest could have used, Sunderland, thanks to the work of Nordi Mukiele, have regained possession and can restart play in their own half. I think it's fair to say that the Frenchman is slightly more on the defensive side, but what people should know is his capabilities to carry the ball and find progressive passes are two very effective attributes to his game as well. This is his pie chart from his time in Germany last season, and straight away his attacking metrics jump out at you. He can offer a goal threat from set pieces and is so comfortable playing out from the back, boasting remarkable progressive passing numbers and dribbling metrics too. And this is his pie chart from this season. And on the whole, things have stayed fairly consistent. His passing numbers have dropped slightly, but with how Sunderland are playing in the Premier League this season, I don't think that's overly surprising. But crucially, he remains a goal-scoring threat from set pieces and a very comfortable ball carrier from the right side of defence. And that is valuable in the way that Sunderland look to build up. I think before we finish, it is important to mention a slight weakness of Nordi Mukiele's game, because we're honest people over here on the TFA YouTube channel, and there is one way teams could hurt the Sunderland defender this season. Here we can see Mukiele engaging with the Wolves left-back Hugo Bueno as he's looking to forge a crossing opportunity. Now, Bueno turns onto his weaker right side, as we can see with this screenshot here. And Mukiele, with that body language that we can just about see if we magnify it, he is sort of following him. He's following that movement of the opposition fullback. Now, very, very quickly, because of the brilliant technical ability of the left back, this tiny detail was exactly what Bueno was hoping for, as the Wolves fullback can now turn onto his strong left foot, with Mukiele needing time to sort his feet out and get in front of his opponent. And he doesn't in time. And as we can move on to our final screenshot here, he beats his man and the cross does go into the box. And that could be one way that teams do get the better of Mukiele in the Premier League this season. But if you're going to take anything away from this video, don't expect to win anything with your back to goal or in the air, because as we've seen in this video, Nordi Mukiele of Sunderland will absolutely bully you. A huge thank you to Fintan O'Reilly, who put this brilliant work together over on the Total Football Analysis website. I haven't been able to include every detail because Fintan went into so much detail on the Sunderland defender, so make sure you check out the full article on the website using the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Do you want to take your football analysis to the next level? Well, why don't you check out totalfootballanalysis.com today for some of the most in-depth analysis in the business, written by some of the best footballing experts. You'll get yourself a free 2-week trial straight away. From game analysis to manager and player profiles, you'll have exclusive access to the lot. Start your free trial today and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you never miss another one of our videos.